Hello and welcome to my channel. Age is just a number and my name is Barbara, and this is a channel for women over 40, over 50, over 60, over 70 and beyond who have a love of fashion and beauty. So today you are going to be visiting with me in my bathroom while I put on some makeup, do a little get ready with me, and do a little chit chat about the elephant in the room. Yes, we're going to be talking a little bit about the virus. So hang tight and we'll get started on it. Today, I thought I would do a little quick get ready with me. I'm going to be using some of my favorite high-end products today, and also thought we'd chat about the elephant in the room. So, and maybe get some of your thoughts and ideas of what is going on with the panic and the coronavirus and how it's affecting you and what are you doing about it. So, but let's get started. I've already cleansed and moisturized my face, and what I'm going to be using right now as a primer, but it's also a mineral sunscreen, and it's called the TIZO3, and it's an SPF of 40. So, and I have my makeup mirror right here if you see me looking over, but I'm going to take just a little bit of that, and it's tinted, so just going to smear a little bit. I also have the mirror behind me, my big you're in my bathroom today, folks. How about that? So going to be smearing this all over. So I guess what got me thinking about this elephant in the room was I was out walking this morning, and as I try to most mornings, it was raining. It is actually about 60 degrees and cold and rainy here. It's supposed to be this way all weekend, and husband and I were planning on going to the big car show at Alliance, and it's probably going to be canceled because it's all going to be wet. So we'll find other things to do. So got this. Now let me find here in my drawer. Okay, I'm going to use some of the Pore Professional. This is from Benefit. We're just going to put a little bit to just a little smidgen, and I'm just going to drag and kind of pat in to some pores here. I have attached, I'm using my phone. This is another change. I'm using my Galaxy Note 10 that I'm filming this on with right here. So we'll see how this turns out. So this is a little sample size I've had for quite a while of this. So, okay, but I digress. Okay, I was out walking this morning, and I got a text from my son who said, hey, Mom, he'd gone to Walmart, our little neighborhood Walmart, because his house is only about 5 minutes away. And he said they had no toilet paper. And I remember my husband saying he had gone up there last night, and he said it was really weird. The shelves for the toilet paper were all empty. So he goes, but I went to Albertsons, which is about between, his house is about between me and Albertsons. It only takes me a few minutes to get there. So he said, and they had plenty. So I went up there, or I finished my walk, and I came home, and I went and looked in the pantry, and I only had 2 rolls of toilet paper left. Now that's one of the things I've always said that I never want to run out of, you know. So I just decided to run up there real quick, and luckily enough they did have some. So but I wasn't the only one. There were quite a few others. I'm like, by noon, this was probably about 9:30. So by noon, I think they're probably going to be out, you know. So who knows? But I grabbed several big packages of it, and I hate feeling like I'm panicking and buying into this. but it's just like, that's something that we have to do. I mean, I don't know more what else to say about that. So, all right. So got Prime to Own, and now the foundation I'm going to be using is one of my all-time favorite. This is, I'll show you. It's a Lancome, and it's the Tint Idol Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. And this is in a neutral, fair neutral shade. Used it a whole bunch, but let me get my brush out here. So what with this, I just literally start drawing. This actually comes in a liquid foundation that is just lovely as well. Now this is a fair shade, so I haven't started, and I'm going to wait for it to warm up a little bit to start doing my, going in for my spray tans for that. But I still don't do my face when I do the spray tans. I have them stop at the neck or to the chin, and then I just use a darker foundation when I am doing that tanning. I don't go real dark with it, you know, I just want some color on me so I don't have to wear hose, so I can go bare-legged in skirts, shorts, capris, dresses, etc. And I do not allow to do my face. I have eczema from time to time, so I just am afraid of putting them in there to irritate anything else. So, and the dermatologist said that's probably a good idea. So, but this, I'm using this is my favorite makeup brush ever of all time, the Artiste brush. Yes, it's quite pricey, but how it just makes the foundation go on. And I've actually been using this along with that Believe foundation. First I tried it with a sponge, but tried this with the with this brush, and it works very well. So there's the foundation. All right, I'm going to go in with the little concealer, and I'm going to be using, let's see, I'll use my Lancome concealer as well. And this is just a concealer brush here. All right. So as far as this, the virus, okay, like I said, I'm trying not to panic. I did get a notice last night in my email that the club that I'm a member of, which is the Women's Club of Fort Worth, it's a historical, very old club, but they have closed until further notice. So I don't know what to think. I'm supposed to be doing a 5K in April for the Women's Center, Run Against Violence, but now I got an email on that they're taking it into consideration to whether they're going to continue, if they're going to let it happen or not, because they're suggesting that, what is it, events over 500 people should be taken into consideration about canceling the events. So I don't know, are y'all running into this? What is how is it affecting you? I mean, I just like I said, I'm trying not to buy into it, but it's everywhere we turn. It's constantly on the news, constantly on my phone. It's something that we're living with right now. I know that they say that it's, you know, for, you know, if you traveled out of the country, which I haven't recently, so I don't know. I do know that they say that, I guess the ones that are most at risk would be people the older people that might be sick, and for little young ones, and those that have autoimmune, that have compromised immune systems, which I do. I have, for those that know me, I have rheumatoid arthritis. And so I take Enbrel, which is, it lowers my immune, because RA is your immune system is in hyperdrive, and rheumatoid arthritis, your immune system, it takes your immune system down. So you're more susceptible to things. That's why I have to be careful around that. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. I do go to my rheumatologist, my regular rheumatologist appointment next week. I'll be interested to see what she says about this, if I'm supposed to be doing anything different. Okay, right now, I'm fixing to set my under eye concealer with this, and I'll close it a little bit. I'm sure you've seen it. This is that By Terry white powder. It's a hyaluronic, it's got hyaluronic hydra powder is what it's called, but it's moisturizing instead of very drying. So I'm just going to pat it dry, and then I use this little Real Techniques brush and just pat it in underneath there, just real quick, like, okay. So there's that. You can tell my cheeks are red today. I'm not sure why. I'll see what I can do with that. I'm going to use my Lemire powder and my big fluffy Sephora brush. This is that featherweight pro featherweight powder brush. It's so soft. So I'm gonna get a little bit of that in there real quick. So, but all right, get this on there. Back. What I like to do is take after I powder, and I got this from Wayne Goss a year or so ago, whatever, but it really makes the finish really nice. I'm taking the MAC Prep and Prime, and I'm just going to lightly spray, and then I just wait a few seconds for that to dry. I usually fan myself. I guess I should have one of those little fans, but all right, then I take this is the Real Techniques. It's probably my favorite sponge, and this one, I probably need a new one, but it is, I love the flat side of it right here, but it's been dampened and squeezed out, so I just kind of pat that powder in where I have sprayed. I got a piece of glitter on me. What in the world? Okay, look like a Christmas decoration, for Christ's sake. So, okay, so patting that in. All right, so that is done. Now, one of my favorite parts. I love bronzer. I love bronzer. Even all year long, I do a bronzer. But this is one of my favorite of all times. I've got quite a few, but this is the Chanel. Let's see. It's the Bronze Universal Bronzing Makeup Base, and this sucker lasts forever. It is a cream based. I keep the lid on it so it stays nice. I have a special, just one brush that I use with it. This is dedicated just to this bronzer because it's a cream. All my other bronzers are powder. So this one is dedicated. I'm just going to take it and swirl it around. And then I'm just going to start lightly doing the normal thing with the bronzer. Bring in a little color, take it down my neck a little bit, so you can see one side and not. So what I'm using here, I told you I was using my phone, but I had this little clip-on ring light on there that's good for selfies. So I've got that on, trying to get here because I can't bring all my camera equipment and all my lights and everything in here into the bathroom. And I just didn't feel like taking everything into the kitchen to do it. So until I get set up into my little extra room that I call the studio, where I can have a desk and set my lights up and everything in there, I'm just going to play it. I'm just going to wing it. That's how we roll, right, ladies? We just make the best of it because that's what we do. By this age, we have learned, don't sweat the small stuff, just try and make it work. All right, so bronzing is done. So also, what they're talking here, what's going on here, this has been the week for spring break for all the schools in this area. It's probably your area too, but they've announced that they're going to, most of the big school districts are going to extend the spring break through next week. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to go on with one of my favorite Chanel blushes, and this is number 260, Alzane, Alezane, Alezane. But it is, let's see if you can see the color. It's just a pretty warm color. So this is a Sephora blush brush, just round. So swirled it and tap it, and then I like to start right about here, and then just start making swirl things. Of course, that'll blend in with my little pink cheeks for right now. Okay, I'll get that on here. So are you impacted by any closings or things that's going on in your area? I know my daughter is a flight attendant, and with the announcement the other evening of canceling all the international flights from President Trump, that she's worried that there's a possibility she could be furloughed. So it's just starting to kind of, I don't know, what used to be just a story that you're watching on TV, people are starting to be impacted. So it's you can only, you wash your hands. So I don't know. So how are you dealing with this, and what's your concerns, and how are you seeing the attitude of people? So I'm going to take right now my Lancome, what is this called? I don't know what it's called. It's kind of rubber. Actually, what it is, it's a stick. And on one side is dark contour, and on the other end is a highlighting stick. So right now, I'm just going to take the dark stick, and then I'm going to run it down my nose just a little bit here. If there's a feature about me that I would like to change, and that would be my nose. There's a joke years ago, and please, anybody, do not take this by any offensive, because I don't mean it by any way, shape, or form. But they joked that with my nose, I should have been Jewish. So, but I never got it fixed. It's too old to get it fixed now. So I put that on there, and I'm just going to lightly tap into it. And then I'm going to take the highlighting stick, and I'm just going to go down the middle of it and just kind of tap into that. Okay. All right. So let's see. Eyebrows. All right. I'm going to use, I really like this. This isn't a high end. This is the Believe eyebrow. So let's see if I can just get these done real quick. So, like I said, it will be interesting going to my rheumatologist next week and seeing what she has to say about the subject. So, see if we can get this done real quick, maybe even fast forward through this a little bit. So, my son, he said he also stocked up on water and food. And I'm sorry, I like to go get fresh food. I mean, at the grocery store. So I don't mind, it's just right down the street. I don't mind going in and getting fresh meat and getting fresh produce. And I don't really care to freeze too much. So I'm hoping that that doesn't become a problem, that I have to start doing that. But maybe stock up on some frozen pizzas. I don't know. But he was saying water, and I got to thinking, well, I have a filter on my refrigerator that I get filtered water from. Drink your water, ladies. The best thing you could ever do for your skin. Water, water, water. All right, so I've got both the eyeshadow, both eyes done with the eyeshadow. So what now I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, let's see, oh, that's it. My L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara Primer. So I'm just going to brush this on real quick. And now I'm going to let this dry a second. So while I've got this, while that's drying, I'm going to go in with my, let's see, where is it? Oh, this is my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Highlighting Cream Highlighter. Just taking it just a little bitty bit on my finger. And then I'm just going to make little dots. Like right there. And then I'm just going to tap. To get a little bit of, just right there on the edge. You do not want to go into your crow's feet. You do not want to go into any wrinkles right along there as well either. Aren't they lovely? All right, and then I'll take a little bit maybe up here and tap in, not type. Okay, do the other side. All right, so while we're waiting for this, I'm doing the mascara. Something that we started doing at, I noticed this last Sunday at church, was instead of shaking hands, we started doing elbow bumps. So, trying to take, we have a lot of elderly people at church too, so we're trying to take everybody into consideration. So, I mean, I hope and I pray that this all gets figured out really soon. For the sake, before too many people get ill. I read a story in the paper this morning for here locally that there's a nurse. She's an oncology nurse, and she's been sick, and she can't get tested for the virus because she doesn't meet the criteria of being out of the country. But she's been running a fever, and her doctor has said it's not the flu, it's not just a cold. So now it's in the news media that she can't get tested. So why wouldn't you test somebody that was around people that are so susceptible? So I don't understand what everything, I'm trying not to be nonchalant about it, but I'm trying not to panic either. I'm keeping everybody in my daily prayers. I hope you are too. So I would love to hear your thoughts and how you're dealing with this and what's going on where you are and your advice and your feelings about it too. So we're all in this together, basically, one human race. So I just don't know. So all right, I'll finish up my mascara and I'll come back and do the lips. All right, so mascara is done. Let's go in and do a little bit of my concealer, this Lancome concealer again. And I'm just going to do a little bit on my lips. I've already moisturized with them this morning, so I always save my lips for when I'm leaving in the morning to kiss my husband goodbye. He doesn't want to kiss me with all the lips on everything. So I wait to do this in the car. So lots of people see me doing this down the road. I'm just sitting there tapping on my lip when I'm at the stop sign. So all right, so concealer on there, that's going to help me keep my lips on. So I'm going to use my favorite lip liner of all time. And if anybody knows a dupe for this, because I would love to try a dupe for this. This is the Lancome, and it's called Ideal. It's kind of been around forever. It's a favorite of a lot of people, but it's a perfect nude that for me, that it works well. So I actually have two, but they're getting very small. So I'm like, well, if somebody has a dupe for this, I would love to hear it and try it. Now I go ahead and fill in. Now I do not take the lip liner all the way to the end. Aging lips don't need to do that. All right. And see, I could actually just put some gloss on it and leave it at that, but not going to. All right, now one of my favorite lipsticks. This is another Lancome, and this is called Sienna, I believe, 120. It's a beautiful, warm, not really red, but it's just a beautiful color. It's one of my favorite colors for fall, but hey, I'm feeling warm today, so. True. So what do you think? All right, so I think we're going to throw on just maybe, I like to use, the mascara I used was the L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. I'm really enjoying that. But I also always like to have a lengthening mascara to go on the ends to help with that. So we're going to go in and put a little bit of that on real quick, like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle on the ends here. I'll do this one. All right, so there's enough of my makeup. So I'm going to come back and we're going to finish this up. All right, so we're getting ready to wrap this up, ladies. So sorry this is such a sad topic, but I don't know. It's on my mind, and I'm sure it's on yours too. So again, I would love to hear your feedback and your thoughts on this and how you're handling this. And we'll get through this together. How about that? So what we're going to do now is, I'm still trying to grow my channel. Today is Friday, and I am at 249 on my subscribers. So my goal, my first milestone here is to get to 300 subscribers, and I'm trying, trying to do 2 videos a week. I don't know, maybe I'll pop in an extra one once in a while. But to honor my subscribers, what I'm trying to do is you've heard me talk about this, is the little giveaway box. Now, for every video that I started when I was at, I believe I was at 220. So I started this box, and every video I add something to the box that's going to be drawn out for the giveaway whenever I reach the 300 subscribers in it. So every video I'm going to put something in it. So today I found these beautiful earrings. They're from Target. They're a New Day line, I believe, but they're like a very pale sage green. I thought they would be great for spring and summer. So these are going into the box. Okay, now like I said before, the box is not included. I'm just using this as a prop because it's pretty. So, but we're keeping everything in here. So that has been added in there today. So ladies, I hope that you enjoy my content. I would love to have your feedback and your contents. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate you subscribing. We're going to see how this turns out with filming on my camera, on my phone instead of my Canon camera. So we'll see how this works out, but you're in my bathroom in here, and this is a real world, huh? So we'll see what happens. So anyway, ladies, remember, every day get up and show up, because you are worth it, and I will see you in my next video.